So hey, we're back again with more of our 12 days of Christmas magic. And today I'm going to talk to you about fabric preparation. So fabric preparation is really important in quilting because we're using cotton fabric. And the way it comes from the mills and from the manufacturers, it has sizing in it, it's pre-treated, and we want to try to get it to where it's pre-shrunk. Now, there are some schools of thought on whether to wash your fabric beforehand or not wash. There's several reasons. People have allergies and that kind of thing. But for time purposes, I don't honestly have the time to wash all my fabric and then press it and then get it ready for cutting. So I have learned that once we have it pre-treated and we cut it, we have a more accurate result later on. So a little bit of work on the front end makes it better in the long run. So there are a couple products that we use. It doesn't matter which one you want to use, but these are our favorites. We have, and they all do different things. So this is Best Press. This is a starch alternative. It has been on the market a long time. It's Mary Ellen's Best Press. It has several different scents. It's just it's really good for finishing out your quilt, and it will actually do a little bit of give your fabric a little bit of stain resistance, but it's, so this is like a good product. Terry Magic is great for prepping fabric for embroidery. So if you're wanting to do some embroidery work, this will size it and stabilize it to where it won't shrink or move while it's in the embroidery hoop. Stevie here at the shop absolutely loves this, and she puts it on everything that she does. And you can mix this with a little bit of water, or you can mix these two together and it gives it a really stiff, you're almost like sewing on paper when you put those two together. And then we have our Magic Premium Quilting and Crafting Spray. This is my absolute favorite to use here in the store. We actually keep them put it in our own little mister bottle, and this is what we use all the time. So I'm going to show you how that works here in just a minute. The best part of it is that it'll build on each other. So the more you spray it with your fabric with it, the stiffer your fabric will get. So if you use it every time you touch it with an iron, then it gets better and better every time. So, and then last we have what's called Flatter. Flatter is not really, not a starch. It's more of a fabric conditioner. Flatter will get pesky seam or creases out of your fabric. And I can show you how that works right now. This is just a fold that was in my fat quarter from being folded for so long. And you literally just give it a spray, and it actually like relaxes the fabric. So if you can see how it's already trying to lay more flat just by a spritz of it. But if I hit it with an iron, then it's going to take that seam right out, and it lays nice and flat. But it's still pliable and it's not stiff. So this is appliquers like needle turn applique or any kind of other applique. They really like that because it's easy to manage and work with. So it relaxes the fabric. It does give it a bit of a conditioning without adding any stiffness. So that's what Flatter's for. Okay, so what we have here is I've pre-cut, and I've not treated anything, but these are 5-inch squares. This one has not been treated with anything. And I'm going to take this one and spritz it with my magic spray. And I'm just going to give it a good spray. It's, look, it's already starting to shrink up. You see that? So it's starting to curl. And what's that? That is already allowing the fibers to relax. So that's why it's curling up on you. So I'm going to hit it with an iron, and that just gives it a nice, dries it really quickly and gives it some heat. And now I'm going to measure it again, and I bet you it has shrunk. So, yep, it is now almost 1/8 of an inch shorter on one side. and a little bit shorter on this side. So imagine if I did not pre-treat my fabric and I just took this 5-inch square and cut it up and put it into a quilt, I may have trouble once I actually go press it. If I make a half square triangle or something like that, once I go to press it, it's going to shrink, and my squares and my blocks and my quilt aren't going to be an accurate size. So pre-treating your fabric before you cut it is going to prevent that shrinkage later, and you're going to have a more accurate piecing later. So if you like our video and you want to learn more, Busy Lady is all about quilting more and stressing less. So like and subscribe and hit the button to join for more.